The play was produced before. It was premiered at Renaissance Theatre Works, where I was still am the resident playwright, and was then co-artistic director.
And a co-founder.
And a co-founder. The company started in 1993 with 4 other women in Milwaukee, and we really wanted to increase the scope for women as professionals in theater in the city, and there were really not very many opportunities then. A lot of that has changed, and some of it, I think, in part to Renaissance. So in 2009, we premiered this play with Renaissance Theatre Works, but I feel so lucky to be able to explore it again with TAP.
And I think for anyone who saw it at Renaissance, if they come to see it at TAP, will have a very different experience.
It's completely different.
We've made a lot of changes.
I have made a lot of changes.
Explored it, I think, in really deep and probing ways.
And condensed it a bit, trimmed it a bit, and I think because Bob and James and Third Avenue Playhouse have allowed me to kind of enter this as a writer in residence for a brief period of time. We had a reading in a year ago. It was 2018.
It was a year and some change. Yeah, I think it was in February of 18.
Mm-hmm. And before the reading and after the reading and before this production and during the rehearsal period, I have been rethinking it, revisiting it, changing it, honing it. And this is what playwrights don't often get to do. It's one of my favorite beefs about theater companies is that everyone loves a world premiere, and then no one is usually willing to take it, another company take it to its next step. And playwrights who have really strong followings are able to do that when it goes from ART in Boston to ART in Manhattan and on Broadway, and then from Broadway out to the regional theaters. But you know, if you're not a huge name in theater,
Plays that start in regional theater,
it's hard to get the second gig. And I am so grateful to you all, this new Dig family, new to me anyway. Even though James and I go back many, many years. I haven't worked here before, and it feels great to be given a second chance to go from reading to revisions to second production.
Alex,